Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I am doing good. Yeah, I am here with a make video. I'm going to show you how to make some cute embellishments with the some of the things I got from BeebeeCraft. And first I wanted to show you this. So that trim is the Moon and Star trim that I got from BeebeeCraft. I think I can zoom in here. Oh yeah, there we go. And immediately put it on the bottom of my valances in my studio. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that just, oh, I love it. So I don't have very much of that left. So I will probably the rest of that I'll use on Halloween, although I may order more of it because I just love it so much. There's a little sneak peek in my craft room. Not quite done yet, but getting very close. I was hoping to be done by the end of March, but I'm not because the last things I have to sort are all so small. Ugh, and it's just taking forever. Anyway, I am here to craft. All right, so I got from BeebeeCraft these 2 rolls of tulle with these glittery strawberries on them. They're really neat. They're like, I think it's like a glitter glue type thing that was applied, but I mean, they're really thick. Like you can, yeah. Not like thick, but yeah, they're decent, definitely. So I got that, and I got this. So this came as a set. It was the BeebeeCraft 2 rolls of strawberry tulle. So, and it's 6 inches wide, and there's 10 yards on each roll. And I would have paid $11.70 Canadian for that. I did look at it on the website today, and it looks like that was a sale, and now it's not on sale. So it was like $19.50, but that's Canadian. So if you're American, it's going to be less because the exchange rate is, yeah. I think it's like, I don't know, 69 cents, I think, or 70 cents, somewhere around there, on the dollar right now. So yeah, if I pay $1, you pay like 69 cents or 70 cents or whatever it happens to be at the time. And you can look that up online. Just check the current exchange rate. Yeah, so, or well, I mean, you can just go to BeebeeCraft and change it to US dollars, of course. So yeah, but I mean, you get a lot. 10 yards is a lot on this. So I am super happy with it. Very, very happy. Oh, and another thing too, you don't forget to use my links below because you get a discount, a 10% discount on your whole order. Yeah, and just to let you know, I am being sponsored for this video by BeebeeCraft, and I do get a small commission if you do make a purchase through my link. Okay, so what I'm making today, I have been organizing and been really eager to start making like 3D embellishments. So Deb's been working on the strawberry shortcake journal, so I've been all about strawberries, so that's why I ordered these. And I just made this today. I was kind of bummed though, because this little piece of velvet ribbon, it was like in a little curl, and I was like, that's so cute. I'm just gonna, oh wait, maybe I can do it. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stick that on there like that. And then I stuck it on, and it just, I don't know, now it's all weird. It's not curled. But anyway, I used like some fabric scraps and some lace scraps, and then I gathered the strawberry tulle into these little rosettes. I put this on paper so you could probably, yeah, you can see it better, especially it's really pale, the pink. But yeah, and what I did, I wanted to show you, yeah, oh, then I have extra little layers, bits and bobs. I was playing around with how many inches of tulle I needed to make a full rosette. So first I cut a piece off this way, and I gathered it. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. I gathered it, but it only did like half-ish. So I played around a little bit. I tried 8 inches, and then I finally found out that 10 inches is the best to gather and get a full rosette all the way around. And if you do it, I'll show you with this one. When I first started making them, if you do it and you don't have enough fabric, it will curl up too. Now these ones I also sewed up there because they were velvet, but I mean, you don't have to do that. Like I didn't with these ones. What I'll do, or what I did here, was I just, like, when I glued it down, I just kind of, made sure it overlapped. And I did glue this today. I am more of a sewer for sure. And normally if I'm sitting watching TV, or if I'm in the car working on, things like this, or like, I won't do the whole thing, but like the bases, sewing the fabric and lace bits together and things, and the tulle, and then I'd embellish it later at home. Yeah, usually I do sew it, but you don't need to. You can glue it with good old Fabri-Tac. Yeah, so I did do that. The only thing I noticed is that with the Fabri-Tac, maybe it's because I didn't let it dry, but I have a feeling it'll be the same once it dries. I did sew on this little dangly bead, and it was a bit tough to get through the Fabri-Tac globs. So yeah, because I had like a few layers of Fabri-Tac, right? Because I stuck every layer down individually. Yeah, but I did sew that on the little dangle because, I mean, I guess you could glue it, but then it won't dangle, and it wouldn't be secure probably. So this is one of the little dangles that I got from BeebeeCraft. So this is the beads. It was 100 gram of beads, and it did say there were about 160 pieces. So that's awesome. I'm not saying beads, but they're like charms and dangles and things. So yeah, they're beads, but they're all strung onto like eye hooks. And some of them are double, like this one's double. So you can, you know, attach another bit to the bottom of it. I'll probably use that actually next on my next little dangly, you know, little embellishment. So yeah, I've been using those, and I mean, they're already all strung onto eye hooks. So the only thing I need, well, actually I don't even need, if I want to hook them together, like I said, the one that had two, I could hook like two together and then sew the top one to the thingy and have like two little beads dangling together. I just use little tools, and I forgot to look, but I'm sure BeebeeCraft probably sells tools. They sell a lot of jewelry making supplies. That's one of their main things they sell is beads and jewelry making things. So I'm sure they sell tools. And this is all you need is just 2 pairs of pliers. If you have never done jewelry making before, make sure there's no teeth, because that'll mar your wires. So, and I love this because this is great for making like curls and things. I don't even know what these are called. Round needle nose pliers, probably, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, we are going to be doing the little embellishments. So I have been kind of playing around with little like 3D embellishments a bit. Both Deb from DLI Creations and Kim Newberg have been making like lots of little embellishments, and I'm like, I need to get in on this 3D embellishment thing, but I've been having to organize my 3D embellishments. So yeah, I've kind of got that going on. I'm getting close to being done, I think. So that's great. But all I did was I had made some of these, and I did sew these little rosettes. So this is just lace. This is velvet ribbon. So I just sit while I'm watching TV and just kind of do a bunch of them. So I have a bunch ready to go. So yeah, and then this is just a bow. And then another little bow. So all these little bits and pieces of ribbon and things. Here's another little, this is the half one. Yeah. Yeah, I've been collecting over the years, but check BeebeeCraft because they do have, like, for example, buttons. They do have, like, selections of buttons. I just search for, like, mixed buttons, and they have all different colors and everything. So, yeah. So rhinestones, they have rhinestones. So I didn't get this stuff here from them, but I know they do carry very similar things. So this is just things I've acquired over the years. I got paper flowers in there, and, you know, little cabs and buttons and things like that. So, and I also wanted to show you for embellishing, I also cut out some strawberries. So I cut these out, like fussy cut them right against them. Aren't those adorable? And I mean, they're fine because, yeah, they're like a glue. So they're like a patch kind of thing, almost like a patch. And then I had these ones that I just left on little bits and pieces. And then I also cut some circles out because I do like the circle layers. All right, so how I do the rosettes, because they are stinking cute, right? Like, I mean, like, and you can do them. This one I probably should have done the other way around, so the strawberries are closer to the outside. Yeah, that's what I should have done, but I didn't do it. So yeah, probably do like that. So I will show you. So it does involve sewing. Don't panic if you don't sew. This is like the easiest thing ever. Maybe I'll show you on fabric first because it is maybe kind of easier to see on fabric. So I have, fabric scraps too. All I have is scraps. If you don't have any fabric, check with your sewing friends. Ask them if they have any scraps. Check like your, Value Village and everything for bags of scraps. And I mean, go in with your friends and, split a bag. Like, we're lucky that in a few weeks we have the Grannies for Grannies fabric sale coming up here, and I have so much fabric, but I do like buying their scrap bags because then I get like, I can get really focused kind of things. Like I can get a really good assortment of like, say, batik fabrics, but all little bits. And I mean, that's what I'm going to use for this, right? So yeah, I go after the fabrics, or like holiday fabrics. Like one year I bought like a bag and it was all just Halloween fabrics. So I'll be making some of these come Halloween. Yeah, so to gather, I just did a little strip. I didn't measure this or anything, but I'm going to show you how to gather. So you just tie a little double knot. You don't have to match the color thread with the fabric unless you're going to see it, but chances are you're not going to because you're layering this stuff, right? So you're not going to see it, no big deal. Unless you decide that you do want to sew down. If you want to sew these two layers together, which I don't recommend because you're going to see the stitching. Yeah. So anyway, to gather, you do a knot. And how big of a knot will depend on the thickness or on the weave of your fabric, like the thickness, like the thread count. Because this stuff is netting, right? It's tulle. So it is pretty like larger holes, not big holes, but like it's like a little like fishnet kind of, you know, holes. So I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to show you first on fabric though. All you do is this, because I mean lace is a little, or tulle is a little, not harder, but it's a little different. And then, oh yeah, you want like a longer needle. If you don't know how to sew, don't know anything about needles, you can get needles probably from BeebeeCraft. I've been buying them, if I buy like a sewing embellishments bag, miscellaneous things at Value Village, I usually get needles in there. I've got so many needles, it's not even funny. But yeah, you're looking for probably longs. Something longer, because then you can gather the fabric onto it. If they're too short, like if you have like a little quilting needle or something, then, you know, it might work for the tulle because it's not a thick fabric, but yeah, it's better to do like a longer needle because then you can go and just do really big stitches. This is called a running stitch, by the way, just in and out and in and out. Yeah, and you don't need to do little tiny stitches to make it look good. So now, and you can kind of leave it if you want to, like a little, you don't have to cinch it up really tight. I mean, you can. And see, like I said, this isn't the right length, so it's not a full circle, but yeah. But I am going to show you, actually, I'm going to tie that off because, I mean, I can use this little, you know, this little bit fan shape. I like these little, like, kind of, I mean, they were accidental, these little like half rosettes kind of thing, because I play around, like, especially when I first started making these rosettes out of like velvet ribbon and stuff. It was like, yeah, it was definitely trial and error. Yeah, so I had some that were kind of half rosettes, but I kind of like them. So I'm more partial to the pink tulle with the strawberries because Deb and I are both doing strawberry shortcake journals, so that is definitely more that. So I got a lot of the pink and the greens and things. Yeah, and but for the black, I was like, what can I use black and strawberries for? I think I'm going to do, when I do journal about Deb and I going to the Arboretum, I think that'd be cute, little strawberries, because we always have a picnic. And people walking by, they're so jealous. Deb says, oh, look, they're all like jealous of our cool crafting and stuff. And I'm like, they're jealous of our buffet. Deb goes so overboard. She buys like everything. It's so funny. And then last year she left it in her truck and she got ants. Oh, Deb. So funny. Anyway, so yeah, the fabric, the tulle, like I said, the 6-inch, it's a 6-inch width, and then I cut 10 inches. And I like this because you can kind of like, you kind of don't really have to hack up many strawberries. I'll show you. Like if you're really precise and picky, then by all means measure it and cut it, like use a rotary cutter, whatever. But I'm not. So I'm just going to kind of go across. I mean, if I want, I could cut around him even, but I think I'm going to keep it kind of straight. And I mean, like I said, like just sitting watching TV doing this, I mean, just cut a bunch of strips, put them in a Ziploc bag and grab a needle and thread and away you go. So, okay. Needle or knot. well, I've got like 3 knots on there, but they're not together. So we'll tie one to bring them all together here. So it is kind of a big knot, but you don't need a huge knot. You just want to stop it for the first little bit from coming through the tool. Okay, then you kind of figure out which side you want outwards, because you're going to gather the other side. And so this will be, well, I think they're more up this way-ish. Nah, maybe not. We'll go with this side. So yeah, like I said, with those strawberries, where was it here? The pink ones. I probably should have did this side because the strawberries are closer to the inside edge. So that's something to think about if you've got a pattern like this. What did I say I was going to do in here, right? So first, I hope you can see this. That's why I put a white paper down, because I knew I'd be doing black to show you. Okay, so I just put it through. Make sure you go in a few from the top and the side. And then I just kind of gently bring the knot to the tool. But I don't pull too hard. With regular cotton fabric, it's fine. You'll be able to, you know, you'll yank on that, whatever. But okay, then I just put it through the back and pull it through the front, and then I get a little loop. And the reason why I doubled my thread is it's just stronger that way. So yeah, less chance it'll break. So there we go. And you can also, if you want, leave a tail if you'd like to tie it together. I don't tie it together usually, like this end and that end. Like I said, like they're really close together. Oh, well, this one I kind of left a little, it's not super gathered, but yeah, they're close together. So when I place them, I'll just overlap them. Just kind of do it as I go. All right, so, and then, can you see what I'm doing? Okay, yeah. We'll do big. And like I said, I like wonky, so like my circles are cut wonky, and this is kind of whatever, and I think the black and the black strawberries I'm going to probably fray, like, yeah, like the fabric. And I was thinking too, for the black strawberries, I have a friend, we're having a girls' weekend at Kim Newberg's house, and I'm so excited. 2 of her friends are coming from Manitoba. Kim's originally from Manitoba. So Thelma comes down every year to visit Kim. I believe it's every summer. We met her, was it last year or the year before, Thelma? I don't know if you're watching this. I feel like it was 2 years ago. Or maybe Deb only met you last year. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. And so Thelma, what we did, Kim asked us all for, oh, and Emily's coming too. I'm so excited. Emily's going to, you know, meet Kim and Deb and everybody. So yeah, Emily's the newer junk journaler, but she's been following me for a long time, since, like, I swear, probably one of my very first subs. Thank you, Emily. Emily and Alice. So yeah, Kim had asked us to give, oh look, I accidentally went through the tool there. I don't want that. There we go. So Kim asked us to, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't explain that, but I explained it on the fabric. I just did the exact same thing. So now I'm just tightening it and tying it. So yeah, Kim had asked us to submit a list of our like 10 favorite, you know, themes or whatever things we like. So Thelma likes Moulin Rouge. So I'm thinking I can make a few little embellishments, and next time she makes a Moulin Rouge journal, then maybe she could use these in it. I thought that would be cute, like black and red. And Thelma, I'm sorry, I don't know if I told you, I've been to Paris, and I went right past the Moulin Rouge because we went to a restaurant around the corner. But I did not go to the Moulin Rouge because I read that it's way like tourist trappy now. It's not what it used to be. Apparently it's like just kind of meh. So we were only in Paris for a week, and my Airbnb was all messed up. So we, yeah, I spent a couple days on the phone, so we lost a couple days. So yeah, I was like, no Moulin Rouge. I did want to do the Opera House, but we didn't do that because I am a fan of Phantom of the Opera. Okay, so I just tie my little knot. Boop. And I mean, again, if you don't have any sewing, you know, anything, ask your friends. I'm sure they have like a billion needles. Like, hey. And spools of thread, you can get these anywhere. I recommend using a better thread because you are pulling, so you don't want it to snap. So Gutermann is good. Walmart sells Gutermann. This is a huge spool because I sew for a living, so I usually buy huge spools. But you can buy just like the little spools too. These are 1,000, so they're like 500 meters. You can buy those at Walmart in many different colors, and Gutermann is awesome. So don't mess with dollar store sewing or dollar store thread. Dollar store anything sewing supplies, honestly. Like besides buttons and things. Like, ugh, it's just, okay, I got this in there. Look, the edge. Oh, there we go. There we go. Popped out. Boom. No, so again, they're kind of more towards the center, right? But that's okay. That's okay. All right. I need a drink. I'm talking too much. Okay, so yeah, what I've been trying to do is get a little stash going on of these pieces, like rosettes, maybe little bows. Honestly, I didn't make these. They were just in my random crafty stuff. Yeah, so then I can just stack things, right? Like I can be like, oh, okay, I'm making a strawberry shortcake journal. So I grab some red things, I grab some green things, grab some pink things. Speaking of which, I got some little snippets of lace and ribbon here. This velvet, this olive green velvet ribbon is so gorgeous. I've also been organizing, excuse me, my laces and trims. Deb was a big help with that. Yeah, and then I just have my little fabricy scraps over here. Really just, yeah, bits and pieces. And like you can find fabric scraps too. Like you can find neat things if you know, I think Kim says keep your eyes wide open. This was it's a thing of gauze, like bandage gauze. Rob's a first responder, and he was redoing a first aid kit for me. He was doing a first aid kit for me for my shop when I had my shop. And yeah, he had like cleaned out one that he had, and it was like old gauze. So I'm like, I will take that because it's really cool, right? Like, look how wispy it is. And it you can dye it. It's cotton, and it frays really well. And sometimes with these, like, I don't need circles. Sometimes I'll use like just little bits and pieces, like offcuts of fabrics, like little, like, okay, look, I cut circles out of there, but I mean, I'll use, can use little bits or whatever. So it doesn't have to be circles, not at all. I don't know why, but I've been doing circles with fabrics, but then when I do paper, like clusters and things like that, embellishments, I usually do like weird shapes. Oh, and again, yeah, I don't care if this isn't, I don't want it to be a perfect circle, actually. I want it to be wonky. I love the wonky. Love, love, love the wonky. Yeah, so next time you're dyeing some paper or something, toss, get a bit of gauze, roll gauze, toss some in. Got a piece of fluff here. Oh, it's just a piece of fluff. Part of it. All right, so I am going to, I think, go with this because I have this beautiful velvet ribbon. I ordered that online because I saw Kim making. Well, I was going to trim that down, but maybe I won't. Like, I kind of like them to be like tiered, like biggest layer, then a little smaller, like, like a cake is tiered kind of thing, like a wedding cake. It gets smaller as it goes up. But no, I think I'll leave that right like that because it's really cute. Yeah, so Kim was doing these rosettes. That's what got me started on the rosettes. She was doing them with velvet ribbon, and I'm like, oh my goodness, velvet ribbon. I love velvet ribbon. It's so pretty. Just velvet. Velvet's so beautiful. So I'm just going to do a little bit of Fabri-Tac. This is kind of a messy craft, not going to lie. Have your baby wipe nearby. There. See, I did overlap those right there. Okay. And this one is curled a little bit, and what you can even do too, if you make a rosette and it's too tight and it's curled, I mean, you can go in and like snip it and then it'll lay flat, like make little petals or something. I know Deb, when she uses her cake, she uses cake wrappers, cupcake liners. There we go. the cupcake papers, because they come in a billion different colors, right? Yeah, she'll cut them in like petal shapes, and they're really cute. I haven't gotten into those yet. I do have some because I mean, I used to bake a lot. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to be adding those to this. And like I said, normally I was doing like fabric stuff and then whatever, but I did haul out some paper flowers today because I can't remember the last time I actually used paper flowers. So like, yeah, maybe I'll do something with that. So that is stinking adorable, if I do say so myself. And what else here are we going to put? Maybe I'll go with like a... Oh, look at these. These are so cute. I believe I got these at the Dollarama, but I mean, check BeebeeCraft for them because they carry a lot of... I don't bother with the little pop dot thing. I just take it off because eventually it dries out, blah, blah, blah. That's so cute. Okay. But first, I'm going to put a little lace or something here. Let's see. Wait, look at this little crocheted lace. Oh my god, this is so adorable. Let's see. I'm gonna go like this and try to cut it kind of to the shape. So that way, kind of just stick it there. Wait, where's my favorite strawberries? This one's kind of like down in the middle, so I think that'll be the one that I'm okay with covering here. Oh, a thing I did, Deb had given me art glitter glue, which I understand now. Art glitter glue, guys, I understand, definitely. I am a fan. She had given me a little bottle of it, and yeah, I was like, I am gonna stick an elastic on it and keep my pin there, because like if it clogs up, which it does if you're using it, you know, on a regular basis, it'll clog up, or probably even if it's sitting a while. But yeah, I did it with the Fabri-Tac too. I was like, oh, well, that makes sense, because I know people do like beautiful, like little like beaded dangles and things for their pins, especially the ones that keep the pins in the bottle, because you can do that if you have like the, apparently if you have like the metal, a lot of people do the metal tips, the metal bottle tips or whatever, like the super fine liner ones, and you can store it with the pin in it apparently, and then people do like bead dangles on them, like some of them are really big, so you can find it on your desk, but I'll still lose it. I'll lose it like 10 times like in an hour for sure. So this actually, I'm putting it back in there every time I use it, so it's working for me, thankfully. I wasn't sure if it would, but thankfully it is. So what else do I got in here? Oh, I love Rick Rack. And you know what? Super easy to do, just a little like, boop. See, now it's like a little ribbon. So, yeah, like I said, if I'm going somewhere, like especially if I'm going somewhere, like I'll throw some stuff in a Ziploc bag and take it with me. But yeah, I don't usually mess around with ribbons, and definitely not these things, because like they can be kind of everywhere, and they're small and finicky, so I just make bases and then come home and yeah, just, you know, make bases and then decorate them later. I did have fun doing that. Oh, no, that's stuck. Okay. I did have fun doing that with fabric scraps. I just like, and all I do, you don't have to sew them on, you know, like hugely. I just do like an X, just like and then, you know, put a layer and whatever. And I had also done, I just took like some broadcloth and I did some strips. So for like belly bands and things like that, belly bands and you know, snippet rolls. Do I want to do that, or? It's so cute. Okay. Although there is this too. This is really cute. Yeah, and like I said, I know it looks like I've got a lot of stuff. Like, I do have a pretty extensive collection of bits and bobs, but I've been collecting this stuff for like 30 years almost. So yeah, I'm sorry that I know some people are like, man, I got nothing. I feel so bad. It's like, but you know what? Like, go with your friends, like I said. And I mean, thrift stores right now are just so full of crafty things, like fabric, because nobody sews anymore. So you go in there and fabric is just aplenty. Do I want that, or wait, what did I have for pink? Oh, I had this one. Is it too big? Maybe a little bit. Look at this one. Isn't that so cute? Remember when Prima flowers were all the rage, the paper flowers, and they were like stupid expensive. It's just like not even like like a very like raggy paper kind of thing. It wasn't even like, you know, a super fancy paper. Oh my God, guys, that was so cute. Yeah, and they were like crazy expensive. Craft supplies, right? When something catches on and the industry's like, oh, wait, everybody wants this thing? Oh, well, we can charge $1 bajillion for it. Eee, that's so cute. Look at that. If I do say so myself. Isn't that cute? Isn't that adorable? Now, do I want to put a little dangle? I think I do. Let's see. There's lots of green ones. The green ones are really cute. Oh, I guess, you know what? Maybe I'll put a little strawberry too that I cut out. Ha! Guys, isn't that cute? Do I want a bigger one? Let's see. These were so easy to cut out too. They're so fun. And that's what I did when I cut like some circles out. Yeah, when I cut some circles out, these circles right here. When I cut these circles out, like I had like little bits and bobs left, right? Like little tiny pieces. So what I did was I cut all the strawberries out of them. No, I think a smaller one, right? Yeah, I think the smaller one looks a little better. So cute. I gotta say, yeah, I really love doing the, like doing this stuff in themes. What is that? Oh, it's, oh, a little bit of glare. From my angle, it looked black, and I'm like, where did this black fluff or whatever come from? But no, it's a pink or green. It's a bit of a dark green glitter from the strawberry. Oh, it is so cute. Okay, so we have one here that's a double eye. So that means I can use one side to sew it to the thing and use the other side to loop another one into it. Like I said, like these are awesome because I don't even need jump rings. I don't need anything. No jewelry making stuff at all. All I need is my little pliers. Oh, there's little, look at these little tulips too. And they're like, they made the tulips, like there's 2 separate beads. So, you know, they strung them on there. So cute. Oh, there was one I saw. What was that one? It was a green one, I think. And I was like, ooh, that's adorable. Well, maybe it wasn't green. There was this one I really, really love. Like, it's variegated, so, I mean, isn't that adorable? Oh, yes, the green one was a double one. That's right. I wanted to use it to put with this one, because the white with the white, I'm like, nah, I want it to kind of stick out a little more, you know? And, like, I love these little, like, bead chips. They're, like, little, like, rhinestone chips. So, I mean, you just, you know, you can just hook that right on there. Yeah, you can do that, too. Double them up. I just open that ring a little bit and put them right on there, because this is, like, wire wrapped. Isn't that cute? That would have been made using the little round pliers. You just stick the eye pin through and adorable. Okay, might do that. Yeah, I had one, I think, a green one that was double. I don't remember what it looked like though. I'm sure it wasn't one of these ones, like the dark green. Although those are really something cute too. Look at all these turtles. I got like a crazy amount of turtles. So cute. Where? Oh, no. I think it was kind of like that, but it was a double. It had the double loops. Most of them in here have the single, but there are a handful with the double. I guess I could have sorted them out, right? Picked out the singles from the doubles. There's another double, another pearl. It's like a freshwater pearl. Yeah, it says these are glass and acrylic. I think it says in the description, but some of them are definitely, I think gemstones too. Like, I don't know if that would be real turquoise. Probably not, but I know some of these little bits, like that's a little bit probably of crystal or something. Oh my goodness, look at this little flower. Okay, no, I don't know. I don't know where it went. I was sure it was a little green connector one. I am mistaken. Okay, no. I should have taken it out and put it on. Maybe that's what I did. Maybe that's why I can't find it, because I lost it. I probably set it on the table thinking, oh, I'm definitely going to use that one. And then I knocked it on the floor or something. All right, let's see. We'll do this one. And, well, the white with the white isn't bad if I use the two, right? Yeah. Okay, do I want it like the big one? No, I think I want the small one. So what we do, and I mean, some people care. They don't want to mix like gold tone with silver tone. I don't care. I wouldn't do it on like a necklace, like jewelry that you're going to wear. It looks odd, but doing it on my little thingies, my little embellishments, that won't matter. Okay, so to do this, what you want to do, use one set of pliers to hold it and take the other set of pliers to bend it. Now you're not pulling. You never pull. You just twist. Wait, does that go all the way? Where's the, oh, wait, okay, yeah. I think it's kind of down inside a little bit. Oh, there we go, okay. Yeah, there we go. I can see the end of the wire now. Come on. Boop. Okay, I twist it a little bit. Just enough. Oop. There we go. That one, yeah, I can actually hold the bead to get some traction. Okay, so I'm going to want to put a little chip or whatever. Do I want that? Oop. I guess I want it because it just kind of hopped on there. And then I will also put this one, because then we'll dangle it like that. Okay, so I want to close that back up. Make sure it's closed good so nothing slides off. Yeah, make sure we have to kind of bend it a little bit back into. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I have a little, look at that, a little multi-bead dangle. Isn't that cute? So that I am going to stitch on, like I said, because, yeah, I don't want it to, I mean, it's got a loop to stitch it, so I don't want it to fall off or whatever. So do I want to put that here? Like here? Yeah, I'm going to do it like here. And I can even do it kind of under this flower petal, because, I mean, I glued all my flowers and things pretty well in the middle. So I can lift that up a bit. And, yeah, it takes a bit to get the needle through once you've used the Fabri-Tac. So sometimes it's better to sew. There we go. So from back to front, out where you want it, put your little bead on there, a little dangle, and then, I mean, you can put it right back pretty well through the same spot it came out. There. And if you want, you can do it twice. If you want to really make sure it's secure or whatever. I'm just going to do it the once. And then tie it off. So yeah, these rosettes and things I've been making, I mean, it's all kind of experimental. All right. There. Oh, just make sure your knots are on top of each other. Sometimes you get one that it goes kind of rogue and it's above or whatever. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that adorable? Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'll take that right off. It's like a random piece of white thread. So cute, right? So cute. Okay. So now we're gonna do, let's do a black one. And I mean, look at this little black velvet rosette. Okay. I want to do it over top, maybe. I kind of want to do it behind it. I haven't done one behind yet. But I mean, when you do that, it does cover up. It does cover up some of the strawberries, but I mean, you can still see it. So to do that, what I'm going to do, since this is the thicker one, I'm going to put the glue on here and then apply this to it. Because if I put it on this, on the paper, it's just going to kind of seep through and stick to the paper. Okay, there we go. And I kind of, oh yeah, I left this one a little longer so I can like move it. Like move the gather if I want. And you can use all kinds of things for these. Like you can use like paper punches and die cuts and like, you know, take your scrap paper and cut out some shapes, your scrap fabric, cut out some, you know, some circles or shapes, or make some rosettes. And like I said, I found, yeah, it takes about 10 inches to make like a rosette. From my experience anyway. I swear to God, I heard Kim say that she uses 4 inches, but I'm like, there's no way. Kim, if you use 4 inches, you need to let me know what's going on there, because yeah. All right. Okay. Actually, I could do 2 layers even of the, oh, wouldn't that snazz it up? Wait, do I want to do a full layer or like a rosette? Oh, so doing a rosette. Look at that. Okay. I just make this up as I go along, by the way. I mean, I'm sure you can tell. Flying by the seat of my pants. This is how I live my life, really. I once went to New York City for a weekend on a whim, for a sandwich. I mean, any excuse to go to New York City, but yeah. Okay. You good? I feel like it needs to be held for a minute here. Oh, and this was a scarf I thrifted, crocheted, like machine crocheted or whatever, not handmade. And I just cut it out. And I mean, if you do something like that, you can put little dots of glue so it doesn't unravel or whatever. But I mean, you can also just pull it and it'll come off and you'll have just the red instead of the black around it. Okay. Now, hang on. What am I going to put in the middle of there? I thought I had a really cool... I have a cool... I mean, that's kind of a cool flower. I could use... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This was like a valance or something because it was sewn. Isn't that neat? I think I'll just cut... I kind of want to keep that little scalloped edge. I could have seam ripped that. It's like sewn so well. Normally, like a small piece of fabric like this sewn, normally it's not hard to... Oh, wait. Here we go. Get one of the threads. It's sewn really well. Okay. Come on. Look at this. I have pliers right here. See if I can... Nope. That doesn't help. Okay. So Rob got a new chair in his room. Oh yeah. Where I've been for the last 2 weeks. Man, I've had it rough. I've pulled 2 back muscles, one putting a bra on. And that's what I said on Facebook. I was like, hey, you younger ladies, if you want to know what middle age is like, I just pulled a back muscle putting a bra on. Yep, that sums it up nicely. So yeah, and I pulled a neck muscle and I had 2 back muscles over the past couple of weeks. It's just been rough. I don't know. I mean, I used to like kind of chronically have pulled muscles when I used to work at the casino here in Moncton, because we'd have to empty 500 slot machines, and that is literally like back-breaking work. It's terrible. Like 4 times a week. So yeah, it was nice when I left there because I stopped pulling back muscles pretty much. But I think like since it happens so much, I'm more prone to it kind of thing. Like if I move weird, I can I can pull a muscle, I think, probably easy. Okay, what now? Okay, I totally love that little bow. And that's another thing you can do too if you have just like a couple inches of ribbon left. Just, I mean, not even like a bow with like loops, just in a knot. That works. It's very pretty. Okay. Now what fabric-y bits? I do really like that. Yeah, like I got these flowers years ago and I never use them, like never. Very rarely. Put that there. Yeah, I think I'll put that there. I figured why not put paper flowers in with the fabric embellishments. Meh. You know, it's not something that's gonna, I mean, chances are it's not gonna get wet in its lifetime. Unless someone, you know, goes swimming with their journal or something. I don't know. Take your journal to the beach, maybe. I guess that's plausible. I even have this little leaf. Isn't that kind of cute? Yeah, maybe I'll put that in there too. Oh, oops. He just popped right off. I think maybe the bow kind of soaked up the, this is like a plastic leaf. It's like an old, from like an old, like, you know, I don't know, 50s, 70s flower arrangement or something. I feel like I might have gotten it in a lot of like old Christmas stuff. With a bunch of like plastic pine cones and things. This little bow button. Oh, and shank buttons are easy to use if you want to use them. And the shank is too big. Like this is really tiny, so that'll be fine. I can just glue it on there. You won't notice. But sometimes buttons, the shank is really big. The shank is the part in the back that you use to, use to sew it onto things. Yeah, usually those, you can cut them off with like wire cutter. Like these little bits. Make them cabs. Cabochon. I want to use that too, really? Maybe? That can be kind of cute too, but no. What about like... I am very partial to doing this, just folding it over and then you got a little cute ribbon. Yeah, okay. And I like to make them kind of uneven so the ends of them aren't the same length. So, and I like to make them like this so they don't lay on top of each other. I like that about Fabri-Tac and art glitter glue. Man, oh man, they dry pretty quick. But again, if you prefer to sew, you go right ahead. Like even, you can even sew on some of like the cabs and things. Like have these little flowers. I mean, you could just stitch around a couple petals and it would stay on there. So yeah, have you guys checked out BeebeeCraft? They got some really cool, fun stuff. It's hard to decide. Definitely hard to decide. Come on. Yeah, you kind of get the glue strings. This would also work with hot glue. Maybe a little better, actually. But just be careful, please. can burn your fingers off. You can burn your fingerprints off. You can definitely melt your fingerprints off. Been there, done that. Okay, so I got that. It's a little too big. What about, well, no, I don't like the yellow middle for that. I mean, I could just use like this little dude. No, maybe. What about the black? Instead of a stark white. Okay, just gotta hold this for a second here. This ribbon ain't sticking. Isn't it sticking? Oh, I do have this. Oh, that's kind of really cute, isn't it? I find it a little big. Do you think it's a little too big? And then what would I put in it? I have this little heart. That's like, this is just like a thing I made out of polymer clay. It was just a little random. I have the heart, or I have a little flower. Oh, the flower might look better, I think. Or even, boop. Maybe, yeah. I do also have this. That looks kind of nice. Yeah, maybe that's a little too big. It kind of covers almost all of the red flower. There we go. And what am I putting in the middle? This is cute. This was just, I bought an old bingo game. These were like the bingo numbers. And all I did was just draw around it with like a micron pen and just put a little teeny tiny, is that glitter glue? Yeah, okay, I thought it was a rhinestone. It's glitter glue. Yeah, it's a little too big. Hides too much of the flower, eh? I have those. I have this little iridescent flower bit. I don't know. I can't decide. I feel like nothing's quite right. It's going to be way too big. Well, you know what, actually? I think I kind of love it. I wasn't even going to try it because I'm like, oh, that's way too big. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. Let me check the strawberries first. I mean, especially the ones with the little netting still around it. Yeah, I think that's better. It's more on theme, right? Well, I don't know. I kind of really super like that. But it's, yeah, no, I'm going with this. So what else do you guys think I should make with this tool? I was going to do probably some ruffles, like for the edges of pages. Like that I just do when I'm sewing the page of the journal. I just do it as I go. Like I just put it under my sewing machine, the page underneath it, and I just bunch it as I sew. Kind of cuts out a step, you know? Okay, I am so tickled with this. I think this is so cute. This might stick it a little too far, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Thelma, this is for you. If it's too like big and wonky, just trim that part down, whatever. A little lace. I love all the little bits and pieces. I'm not sure I'm really sold on this leaf, but I don't know. Like it kind of goes. It's like a little corsage, right? A little fascinator. All right. I think I might call that done. Oh, do I want to put a dangle on that? I might want to put a dangle. Like these ones, look at, they got little rhinestone bead spacers. Cute, right? Maybe I want more of a pearl though. That is a honkin' pearl. Y'all know I'm just going to spend the rest of the day making this stuff, eh? I'm like, yeah, love. It's so fun. I was kind of thinking red, but smaller. Because these pearls are kind of big. Is that smaller or is that the same size? No, it's the same size. Oh, wait, maybe this. Oh, there's like a little teardrop. A little iridescent teardrop. That's kind of cute. That one's not quite iridescent. Oh, what's this one? It's like a darkish red. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I like that one. Oh yeah, Rob got an office chair, and it's like a chaise kind of thing. It's like long, so it's really comfy. So Artemis and I have been napping in there occasionally. It's nice and dark in his office. And we were there the other night. He was playing games on his computer, and Artie and I were napping. So all right, I'm gonna get this plastic flower. I want to make sure I'm not going through that. So we went upstairs to like get ready for bed and stuff, and then Artemis came back down, and he was standing at the bottom of the stairs yelling. He wanted to go back in the room and snuggle some more. So I think he actually slept in there. It's so funny when he gets on something, like we, talk him into something, like it's like, come try this. Like normally he's like, no, I like my couch, thanks. But then once he tries it, oh, that's like his bed. We bought him a bed. We haven't bought, like him or Luna, we hadn't bought them beds in years because they were real jerks, and they'd use a bed for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, they'd like even like fight over it kind of thing. There would be a cat in it every second of the day. As soon as one got out, the other one like immediately got into it. And then they never touched it again. Never, ever, ever. We wasted so much money on like beds for cat, like cute beds for the cats. So Rob bought a Squishmallow bed. It's all adorable. And I was like, maybe it was on sale like half price. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he gets it, and Artemis, uses it for like 2 weeks, and then he just wasn't touching it. So, but then I put it by our back door where the sun comes in the afternoon. Artemis, being a, geriatric cat, just being a cat, loves the sunshine. So I put it in the sunshine, and I just ignored him. And he went over, and it was so funny. He was so dramatic about it. Like he was such a diva about it. He's like, ugh. Look at this bed. I hate this bed. This bed is stupid. It sucks. But I mean, it's in the sunshine. And then he like puts like, his front feet in it. And then he's like, I don't want to do this. It's like, I didn't say anything to him, and he didn't catch me watching him, but it was so funny. Like he was so dramatic about it. And then finally he's like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll lay down in it. It's like the most comfy like bed ever. Cats are jerks. Cats are jerks, guys. So, I mean, at least he's using it. What a jerk. All right. What time are we at anyway? 57? Okay. I think I'll go. And then if I end up making more, I mean, I've got other stuff I should be doing, honestly. But if I do end up making more, I will, I'll show you guys in the next video what I did. I think I'm just going to leave this stuff on my table. And then, if I get a minute to come in and do some crafty things. Yeah, I think so. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure you check out down below all the links from BeebeeCraft, the products that I used today. I'll definitely be placing another order from them, but it's so hard to choose what I want. It's really great if you're a jewelry maker though, because they sell like wholesale lots of things, so like you get like 8 strings of beads kind of thing, like large amounts. But I am glad that they had this too, because it's not a huge amount, and it's just perfect. I mean, I don't have to spend any time stringing beads. It's just fantastic. All right, and don't forget, if you are a YouTuber as well and you have 100 subs, you can apply to be a BeebeeCraft product tester, YouTube associate. All right, so thanks for watching, and take care, and I hope you have a creative weekend. Bye.